3HL 104.5 The Zone. Raiders Choice Awards presented by Music with a Purpose. Coming up tonight at MTSU Tucker Theater. That's where we are right now. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Titans radio coverage of the NFL Draft will take over at that point. And if you haven't heard the job that those guys do with the NFL Draft, you need to. It is unbelievable.
They hit a home run on every pick. I mean, they do spectacular work. I love, back in the day when all the draft would go on all day, I'd put it on all day because Saturday or Sunday you're doing errands or whatever events. Also, if you're not on Twitter yet, and a lot of people find themselves having to do events, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, it's hard to be able to keep tabs on everything. Follow us, follow Jim Wyatt, follow who we're following, and you don't have to be sitting in front of your television. You'll know the picks as soon as they come in because we'll retweet them.
You can go to your kids' events this weekend.
You'll be sitting
like you was right in front of your TV.
Yeah, and your wife will complain that you're on your phone the whole time, but your response automatically is, well, I could be at home watching it on TV.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I am here, in body, in mind, and spirit. But, yeah, I mean, that's right. And honestly, that's probably how I'm going to follow a large majority of this draft. Now, again, back to Titans Radio, from a production level standpoint, I mean, it's unbelievably well done.
And whoever they pick at 20, they'll be prepared. Just leave it at that. They'll have some stuff for you to actually give you a sense for who that person is.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And they'll use Mike DeDillier, who is phenomenal. Trey Kirkpatrick, Blaine was telling you about 6'1 and a half. So 6'2", 188, 4.540. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, me too. I'm up and reading a tweet right now by Evan Silva, who's reporting that the Rams contacted Drake Kirkpatrick's high school coach today is interesting. Lots of buzz about DK falling in the draft. So I don't know. I think the Rams, what's their pick? Six, and then they have another pick in the first round too?
I can't even. Well, they have to because they got the other pick.
So I think maybe they're talking about taking them that second pick. I wonder what that pick is.
I mean, we know Andrew Luck's going 1. We know RG3 is going 2. So
Khalil was the expectation for 3 for a long time.
Khalil, the offensive tackle, to Minnesota, unless Minnesota trades out of that. Trent Richardson, perhaps, to Cleveland. Morris Claiborne, 5th to Tampa Bay, and then it's on. And it's going to be fun because people are going to fall. People are going to reach.
Should we take picks? Should we open it up to the 3HL crew and let them pick 20?
Who does the 3HL crew want at 20?
Could we predict it? You know what they try to do now?
Let's do that.
Is crowdsource.
Let's predict the draft using 3HL listeners. So go on and jump online, and we're going to have you pick, all right? So
just the 20th pick, though.
Just the 20.
Just the 20 pick. So don't be like, I'm going to take RG3. I mean, you have to pick a guy who theoretically would be there at 20. Yeah. Now, you can't know 100% who's going to be there, but who's your guy? You've heard us talk about.
What if we go 1 through 20 and let 3HL listeners pick for each draft? Yeah, like a 3HL mock draft real quick.
I mean, it wouldn't take very long.
It wouldn't. And then compare it with how it
we might have to push it because we got Warren Moon at 445, right?
Yeah. 737-1045, 866-492-ZONE, pound 1045. Can't wait to hear from Warren Moon. All right, we need you to be an NFL general manager, so we'll go ahead and get Andrew Luck going number 1 to Indianapolis. We'll make that pick for you. RG3 number 2. So next caller will be the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, and we'll continue this. 737-1045, 866-492-ZONE. I'll write down what you guys select, and then we'll compare it with how it actually goes down.
And if JT,
in the NFL draft.
If you make a pick, somebody's already been taken, because this is going to happen. JT will execute you. You will be shot.
Boom, boom.
Because I guarantee you, as soon as somebody takes somebody at 3, by 6, somebody's going to be like, oh, I'll take. No, you lose your pick.
Helpful hint. You got to make sure you have 2 people in mind just in case we answer someone and they say who you're going to use. So you better be prepared with 2 picks.
We're doing our own mock draft here. This is a 3HL mock draft. We'll compare it to how the end result actually. But I bet we can be almost as accurate. Here's a theory. So? I bet we can be almost as accurate as the guys who are doing the mock drafts as their profession.
737-1045, 866-492-ZONE. The 3HL mock draft, the 3HL crew mock draft. Luck to the Colts, number 1. RG3 to the Redskins, number 2. Mike in Nashville is the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings. Mike, who are you taking at number 3?
I got to go with Claiborne to stop the passing game for the other teams they're going to be going against.
Morris Claiborne, LSU, number 3. You're going to Mel Kiper him. Great ball skills. Unbelievable ability to get to the ball, also stay on the corner. I watched him play in person. They show this highlight every time. when he intercepted the ball that Sims threw over Derek. Oh, I saw that, but over Derek Rogers. Deep ball. Derek Rogers, Sims tried to throw deep. Morris Claiborne made an unbelievable over-the-head catch, turned and hit full speed. He started in the UT end zone, hit full speed, and it was like everybody else was in quicksand out there. I said, this guy, when he gets going, has high-end speed.
Luck, RG3, Claiborne, the first 3 picks in the
Like it.
3HL crew mock draft. Let's go Goose in Nashville with the 4th pick. Goose selects for the Cleveland Browns.
Goose. Trent Richardson taking a running back off the board. Blaine, what are your thoughts on Richardson?
Oh, well, there's nothing that he cannot do.
Great out of the backfield.
He can catch. He displayed it. Now he can catch, even though they didn't use him that much out of the backfield. I mean, so he's pretty much, head over heels. I think, the best running back. Nobody can touch him.
All-around back. I saw where several people were saying he's the best back when you look at him on film coming out since Adrian Peterson. That's high praise indeed. And in order to jump a running back, last year's top pick was Mark Ingram at 28 for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, might be right.
People said the running back position is dead. Trent Richardson off the board at 4.
See, I got something to say about that philosophy.
Okay.
If the running back position is dead, my thought, and I'd love to hear Clay on this because I kind of think the opposite, is that you should draft a running back high because you're going to get the best years out of him early. And that year 5, 6, and 7 is when they start, getting up to the, 28, 29, 30 range. And then that's when you want to let him walk and go to another team. So it's just interesting. Maybe it just hasn't been any really good elite backs coming out. Now, that's not to say you can't get a good back in the 3rd or 4th round, but I think you can still get a good back, and you want him, if you need a running back, why not take him
if
first
I get
round?
5 great years out of Trent Richardson, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to the next, wait to the next.
With the possible exception of AP, Adrian Peterson, and Chris Johnson, I think the quarterback makes the running back now. In other words, if you have a good quarterback, he can get you a running back that goes over 1,000
let's use the
yards.
Titans. That didn't help us.
Oh,
Hasselbeck was
I'm saying
We
with
barely got 1,000.
the possible exception. 2 years ago, CJ did not have an elite quarterback. And Adrian Peterson, must be fair, other than Brett Favre, when he came in for a couple of years there, has not had an elite quarterback in his career with the Vikings.
All right. 3HL crew mock draft. Luck 1 to the Colts. RG3 2 to the Redskins. Claiborne from LSU to the Vikings. Trent Richardson to the Browns. Up next, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 5. And on the line with the 5th pick will be Allen and Franklin. Allen, where do you go with that 5th pick?
Tampa's got their, Claiborne and Richardson gone. They want to trade back, but they're going to take Justin Blackman, Oklahoma State.
Justin Blackman. Now, this is the guy that I think is the 100% can't miss skill position player. He is a freak of nature. You look at him and you think, this guy is Terrell Owens. This is what Terrell Owens would be if
It's only because he has 81.
He was must-watch TV last year.
Look at the way he runs. Look at the way he carries himself. There's nobody who can cover this guy one-on-one. Love this pick. Now,
we're off the board a
what's
little
the
bit.
situation?
I like it.
What's the situation at quarterback at Tampa Bay? Is Josh Richardson, Josh Freeman your guy? There's a little bit of uncertainty. Coming into last year,
he had a finger injury last year.
Coming into last year, everybody said Freeman is the real deal. He's a legit, good, young, smart quarterback. Rough 2011.
All right, we've got a lot of NFL general managers on hold. Guys, stay there. We will come back to you. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Seven 737-1045-866-492 Zone. That's how you get in to make first-round picks. And then we're going to compare it to the real draft. 3HL crew mock draft underway. Matt Khalil just went to the Rams, pick number 6. So the Jags are on the clock. Luck, RG3, Claiborne, Richardson, Blackman, Khalil, all gone. Roy will make the selection for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Roy, who you got?
Defensive end out of South Carolina, Melvin Ingram.
Ooh,
solid pick.
We
started talking about Ingram before he moved up the boards. Anybody who watched
Incredible athlete.
SEC guy scored on a fake punt, scored on an interception and a fumble return.
Like
Three
a blocked
different.
field goal.
But how he scored, though,
He pulled away. He
Remember the interception down by the goal line
Didn't he
where he
hurdle
dropped
somebody?
into coverage?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that guy.
He's a freakish
I like that
athlete. Gets to the quarterback. I like that pick. In fact, I'm looking at a couple of mock drafts. I only read a couple.
They do
because
need
there's
a
so many.
receiver, too, the Jags.
Mike Mayock actually has the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Melvin Ingram. So we have now picked 7, and I think the 3HL crew can actually compete with big-time mock draft guys, your Peter Kings, your Mike Mayocks of the world. We're 7 in.
Yeah, we'll
Mel
see.
Kiper,
Dolphins
Bob
on the
McShay.
clock. Dolphins rumored to be interested in Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback out of Texas A&M. Let's see if he goes here in the 3HL crew mock draft. Let's go to Aaron on a cell. Aaron, you've got the Dolphins pick. Who you got?
Oh, in a surprise booth, Redskins trade next year's 1 and this year's 2 and pick out of Kentucky Anthony Davis. No. Dolphins are taking Tannehill. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, man.
Anthony Davis being a football draft pick would be unexpected.
Yeah, I wonder what position he play. Defensive end?
That would be a 3HL crew kind of move.
He ought to just play
Quarterback.
I don't know why more teams don't try to get big-time guys to come on and play to block field goals in college. Like, imagine if Kentucky just got Anthony Davis to line up back, and time the jump, and just jump straight up. At how much?
How do you think Calipari felt about that?
Oh, he probably wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, that's why they let him do it.
So, Festus
You didn't come here to play football. You came here to play basketball.
Festus Ezeli could block a ton of field goals. If he think about this
He
now.
could block it to hurt his knee.
Think about this.
No basketball.
You can't climb on somebody.
Right.
Now you probably don't want the fake field goal
You
to
can't
happen
climb
there
on
because he's
another
not
guy.
tackling anybody.
Yeah.
But just straight up vertical leaps. If you had a 6'10" guy and he had like a 30-inch vertical, you could. I mean, first of all, I don't even know if Michael Pilardi would ever make a field goal. Tennessee, if you had a 6'10",
He kicks it low. You're right.
Oh, he would. Every field goal would get blocked. He kicks it into his own lineman's butts. That's a rough sentence.
That's unfortunate.
737-1045. You want to make a pick? 866-492 zone.
Number 1 kicker in America, according to Rivals.
Panthers are on the clock, and some people think they go defensive tackle here. Don Terry Poe is
You're starting to sound like Chris Berman over
a
there.
guy out of Memphis.
Little birdie's telling me.
Yeah, but it's a pitch, Berman.
I'm giving hints. 737-1045-866-492 zone. John at Bellevue next up on 3HL. Hey, John, what's going on?
How's it going? How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Doing well.
You have the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, Cox from Mississippi State. He's still out there?
Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox. This is my
Mississippi
favorite
State.
stat about Fletcher Cox. Guy is 305 pounds, can do 25 pull-ups.
And he also can play football.
Jacob Underwood, how many pull-ups can you do? You weigh 108 pounds.
I think he weighs 104 and a half.
Line, say 14.
I mean, 25 pull-ups no matter who you are.
Can we test that somewhere around here?
20. Oh, Kirby says he can do 25 one arm. I don't think that's
Kirby.
true.
I don't know. 10 is a lot.
10 is a lot.
I don't think I could do 2 pull-ups.
I think I'm around the single digits, too.
I think it depends on how aggressive you are. 'Cause
I train for it.
A lot of people cheat. Like, you don't go all the way down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you put your hand down underneath and say you have to hit your knee has to touch here or something, then it becomes really difficult. But 25 for a 305-pound defensive tackle is unheard of. So Fletcher Cox,
I like that.
off the board.
737
I like that pick. Yeah.
1045-866-492 zone. So Fletcher Cox just went. Ryan Tannehill went 8. Melvin Ingram went 7. Matt Khalil went 6. On the clock, the Buffalo Bills with that selection. Gator Mike.
Brent, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. If
Hey,
you're
Gator, how you doing?
Gator Mike goes, John Brantley.
No. Not even.
Who do you think the Bills should take right here?
Chris Rainey.
I am actually going to go. I know this is going to shock you. I am actually going to go with.
You can't go Gator. There are no first-round Gators.
Dun.
They're
Go.
going to be up there. No, I'm actually going big for Fitzpatrick. He needs a big target. I say the Buffalo Bills pull a shocker and go with Alshon Jeffrey.
Wow. This could just throw our entire draft board
Yeah.
into asunder.
Yeah.
Gator Mike with the big reach.
Gator.
And Mel Kiper would just say, it's clear that Gator Mike doesn't even know what the draft is for.
Gator Mike has screwed the entire 3HL crew in 2 seconds.
Hold on, I do have a real quick comment though, Brent.
That's it.
No, you cannot recant.
You just went Jessica Durrell right on us, Gator Mike. You screwed us all.
Frank talked this morning, talking about the whole Pro Bowl going away and how guys really don't play or whatever. He was talking about the hit that Blaine put on Jerry Rice when he blew him up. Just
Yeah.
to touch on that
Jerry
for the
wasn't happy
3HL
about that.
listeners. Oh, that's a fight.
There were probably a lot of offensive players on the other team that weren't happy about
they
that.
weren't happy about that. He wasn't happy about that. We have the same agent. We did. And he called him and said, I'm going to get Blaine. I was like, hey, I was the first-time player in the Pro Bowl. I was just got close to the end zone. God said, play serious when they get close to the end zone. It was probably second, third quarter. I was like, hey, got serious, man. I got serious.
I'm willing to bet Jerry Rice wasn't expected to get blown up in the Pro Bowl.
Well, he had Steve Young. I wasn't even supposed to be on that side. As soon as he hiked the ball, Steve Young looked that way, and I just ran over there, and he just happened to throw it to him. Bam. Hey, you know.
Did you stand over him or anything?
Hey, I'm the type of guy, if you go after the living legend, then everybody knows who you are. Why not?
What if Jerry Rice's career had gotten into there? Your name, you would be.
I would have made history.
You would be like people would talk about you and
At least I hit him high.
and Ray Fosse. Remember when Pete Rose ran over Ray Fosse and ended his career? People would be like, remember Jerry Rice? He would have been a really good receiver. But then Blaine Bishop just lit him up in the Pro Bowl, and you never heard about him anymore.
Yeah, he was close to the end. He had about 8 more years in after that.
Oh, yeah. But
Played forever.
Oh, yeah. He did play forever.
Alshon Jeffrey, 10. The Buffalo Bills. Gator Mike just screwed the whole thing up.
Nothing.
Where does Alshon Jeffrey go as the wide receiver? I mean, he's number one.
Detillier has him 35 to the Vikings.
Yeah, but he's number one
round.
wide receiver. Is he the second offensive behind Trent Richardson?
Kalia.
Well, we got the
on our
quarterbacks.
board?
Yeah.
No, Justin Blackman went 5th.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Second wide
The
receiver.
Kansas City Chiefs are on the clock. They wanted Peyton Manning bad. They couldn't get in the conversation, so now they're going to draft 11th. And Anthony in Nashville is going to make that pick for the 3HL crew. Anthony, who the Chiefs go with?
Actually, my name is Evan, but you can call me Seminole fan. But I'm going to say,
Okay.
I'm going to say they will pick Festus Ezeli.
My field goal block strategy already building to fruition. I'm telling you, why don't you get what? Even NFL teams don't have enough people on the sideline, but college teams can dress like 100 people sometimes.
What about Shaq now in the NFL? Can we put a uniform
He
on him?
can't, he can't jump.
He doesn't have to jump.
Yeah, that jump is the key.
No, jump.
You want like
not
a
when you're
6
7 foot, 300.
You want like
Did
a
he tear his Achilles, his last injury?
Oh, yeah.
You want like a 6'10".
I don't remember. I think it was.
What is Anthony Davis's vertical? It's over 30 inches, and his wingspan. I mean, the guy could touch the sky on field goal attempts.
Touch the sky.
I think you might have to pump fake him.
Why
Would a kicker have to pump fake that?
Well, first of all, you guys are forgetting he has to get through the line.
Nah, he just stand there and jump.
psychologically, if you had
He can't block him there.
Have you ever seen Michael Pilardi kick?
Yeah, well, that's one kicker.
rivals number one kicker,
Well, we all know about rivals. They're not always right.
next time we get a college coach on, I'm going to toss out this theory. I have 2 theories underutilized. The great bad punter. College kickers are notorious for bombing the ball through the end zone. You want to try to pin somebody deep, and it lands in the second row of the end zone. They never kick it short. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's like, oh, I'm gonna hit the hot girl in the student section sitting behind the goalpost. They never lay up. And the second one is, I'm a special teams guru. This is what I should be. I should be a special teams guru. I'm going to have non-traditional ideas, put a 7-footer in pads, and have him jump as high as he can, time the kicks. Just
You're forgetting evaluation. Though some people are different with pads on. His 30-inch vertical could go to 22.
All right, but I'll take a
What kind of
7-footer
thighs
with a
does
22.
Anthony Davis have?
Explosive ones.
Does he have explosive
He
thighs?
has strong legs. Yes, he does.
All right.
Who was the kicker we had? The former UT kicker who came on.
Jake
Wilhoit.
Yeah, Wilhoit talked about the mental mindset. He didn't think the number one kicker. He says guy has a strong leg, but he's always kicking too far instead of working on accuracy in the mental side of the game, and which is keeping him from being elite.
If Tennessee has a good
They need to
offense,
hire him.
that probably wouldn't.